The so-called consequence argument of Peter van Inwagen is one of the leading philosophical arguments that free will is not compatible with determinism. Its logic runs like this. First, determinism entails that any state of the past entails every state of the future because events unfold according to the deterministic laws of nature. Second, the past is not under our control. Third, the laws of nature are also not under our control. Fourth, it follows that our actions are entailed by the past and the laws of nature. And finally, fifth, this means that our actions are not under our control. In a nutshell, the consequence argument concludes not only that our actions and choices are entailed by the state of the universe at the beginning of time, long before we were even born, the consequence argument also concludes that our actions are not under our control. In fact, everything we believe that we voluntarily choose to do was set in stone before we were even born. As we mentioned in an earlier segment, determinism effectively pictures the universe as a movie reel that exists with all of its events and happenings set in stone before we ever load the movie and hit play. We can picture a character in that movie jumping up and down, insisting that he has free will, but really, it's all just part of the movie. Some philosophers have tried to wriggle out of the consequence argument by arguing that we can in fact change the past, or change the laws of physics. I find the idea that I or anyone could actually change the past or the laws of physics to be preposterous. Do you find the consequence argument to be an effective argument against the idea that free will is compatible with determinism? Personally, I am not worried about the consequence argument that free will cannot exist under determinism because I feel that the evidence is strong that our universe is indeterministic. Moreover, I will argue that the conditions necessary for having a libertarian free will are met in our brains. We will get into the conditions necessary for a libertarian free will in a later segment. I believe we have evolved to have a libertarian free will because animals with this capacity survive better than those who lacked the capacity to weigh their options internally and then choose among those options on the basis of their own reasons. So in a sense, evolution gives us no choice about the matter. We did not choose to arrive in this universe with free will. We have, so to speak, no choice but to have free will. The question for us as volitional beings who shape our own futures with our current choices is, how do we want to apply this human capacity to volitionally shape the future to better our own future or the future of the world?